To create a Google site for your final project in multimedia, you're going to start out by going to your Google Drive, going to New, More, and choosing Google Sites. When Google Sites pops up, it will give you a brand new site that you're going to start working with. In your directions, it gives you some instructions to guide you through what you need to put on every slide. And I'm going to show you how to do each of those different skills. I'm not going to do the entire site for you because you don't want to sit and watch me do all that, but I'm going to show you all the skills that you need to complete everything in here. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to name your file and I want you to give me a copy to your link. That way I can help you along the way and I can preview what you've got done and kind of help monitor your progress. So the first thing is to save your file as class period, last name, first name, and then food truck and click publish. To do that, you're going to put the title name right up here. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm first hour. And if you're not first hour, put whatever hour you are. And food truck. Then when you have this created, you basically have a page. It's pretty blank, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and say publish anyway. Whenever you publish, it's kind of like saying save. So if you don't publish, your changes won't be updated to your active site. So here I'm going to go ahead and put the same name that I have up at the top. So it'll be one. Food truck. Oh, and it doesn't want me to use underscores, so I can use a dash instead. That's fine. Go ahead and do that. Follow the prompts and the commands, and then click publish. Once I have published my site, I can go ahead and view the published site. It's good. This is what your web page actually looks like. This is your web address to your site. This is what I want you to copy and turn into Google Classroom. I'm going to clarify. I don't actually want you to turn it in. I just want you to attach this to your assignment. So go ahead and select the URL. This is a URL or web address, and copy it. Edit copy. Go to your Google Classroom, just like you would if you're going to attach a file and turn it in. When you click there to attach a file, it will give you the option to attach a link. Go ahead and paste that in and then just leave it. You don't have to actually turn it in. Okay, so I'm going to close out of my published site and come back to my active page that I'm working on. In here, I'm going to ask you for the home page, which is always your first page, is your home page, to make sure you add your logo, the name of your food truck in the title bar. You're going to have an image of your food truck, and these are all assignments that you've already completed in class. Then I want you to type a short paragraph about your business. Tell us a little bit about your food truck. Tell us about the food that you offer, who your market group is. Think of a little bit like this as kind of doing a summary of the first couple of assignments that we did, as well as your business plan. These are just some things that you can kind of talk about in that paragraph. I'm looking for about 100 words, which really isn't all that much. So if I were to select, maybe I'm just going to take a quick guess. This is maybe about 100 words. If I do a word count, gosh, that's 264. So obviously 100 is a lot less than what I even guessed. So it's really not that much to type. Okay, I'm also going to want you to post what your sales slogan was. So if whatever your slogan was that you put on your business plan for one of your first assignments is what I want you to put on here. And then basic contact information in the footer. Here's how to do some of those things. In your title page, you can put your name here. So my example throughout this quarter has been Monster Truck. You can change the fonts, you can change the style, you can change all sorts of things right here. You can change the image of your header. So if you wanted to do a different background, I can choose some that are already canned images in your Google Slides. I can change kind of what the header looks like, and you're welcome to play with all of this stuff. Next, down below, if I wanted to add an image of my logo, I would click Insert, and I'm going to choose Image. And I am going to, let's try if I select, does it give me the option to go to my drive? Yes, it does, which is super handy. So then I can go ahead and go into, and I've got a couple folders to click through. I've got things stored just a little bit deep in here. Let me find it. Multimedia hybrid class, food truck assignment, the logo, the new commercial site, logo design, and that's where I'm going to find the logo. And now I can insert my image. I can also move my image around wherever I would like to. Maybe I want it up here in the header. That's fine. I can just drag it up here to the top. I can center it. I could even, if you want to, you can remove this as long as your logo is very dominating on the first page, because this is how you identify your business. You can scale it. You can do whatever you want to with it. Just make it look nice. Okay. Now the next thing that I need is an image of my food truck. You guys designed your truck and you put your avatar on it. This is the image that I'm looking for here. So to add another image, I'm just going to click down into the body. So this is the header. Down at the bottom, we'll have a footer, and I'll get to that. And the body is everything in the middle. So if I want to insert another image and select, I can go to my drive and I can find the image of my food truck. And add that in and scale it, do whatever I want to. Now I also need text. So I'm just going to click text box. Here I've got a text box. I can type up my paragraph. Here is the paragraph about my truck. Obviously you will type a lot more than that. You can adjust the size, you can adjust the location, you can place it wherever you'd like to. You can take this little toolbar here and drag it around. You really have the ability to modify and personalize your truck or in your website. In the footer, I'm going to ask for you to put some information in the footer. This is where I want you to put some very basic contact information. So you might make up an address where you're, like somebody wants to send you mail or a check for a catering job or whatever it might be. You might make up an address. That's maybe a little long. Union Avenue, and I'm just making this up, Fergus Falls, Minnesota 56537, phone, blah, 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 blah. And maybe I make up an email address too. So email. So this would just be ways that people can contact you. Monster truck at gmail.com. Like I said, I just totally made all that up. None of that is real. Okay. So this would be my contact information, and that should show up on every page. So don't forget your slogan. You're really going to use this a little bit as a checklist for each page that you create.